Here's 5 tips to slowing down the mind under pressure. All right, number 1. Well, here we go. You're going to hear some commonalities here between what Alan says and the funnel of focus, which you're going to see here in a minute. Okay. And first of all, be aware of what's happening around you. I always tell people, and you heard me say this to Alan, I want my players in the big moments to be tourists, observers, not judge. They're not the judge and the jury of what's happening to them. They're the observers. They're paying attention. I had a player a long time ago tell me, try to see myself in third person. Like if you ever play video games or a NASCAR game where you're sitting behind the car instead of being in the driver's eye. That third person view can allow you to be aware of what's happening because I want you to avoid judgment. That's number 2. Stop being an ass to yourself. Stop it. Nobody cares. I find that most people, when they get really hard on themselves, it's because they're frustrated that their practice abilities haven't transferred. They don't. You got to bridge them. And 2, they want other people to realize how hard and good they are. No one cares. Get it done. Stop judging yourself. Instead of thinking that it's going to go easy, embrace that I have a place to go and anchoring my breath and physical that I can embrace every challenge. Because then once I've accepted non-judgmentally, I can create a plan. Look, you can create a plan anywhere you are, anything you're doing. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is just be aware that where you are is not because you suck, you're terrible at it, you can't deal with it. Instead, focus on what you can do, create a plan, then execute that plan according to what strengths you have. Don't try to be a Superman, Superwoman. Play what you know, play to your best of your ability. And finally, you accept the outcome. So be aware of what's happening. Don't judge and be an ass to yourself, okay? It's not the time. If you want to do that 2 hours after competition, that's fair. But you'll notice that you really never do because the emotional reactions go away. No matter where we are, we can create a plan. I asked a player yesterday this. I said, if you hit a ball in the right rough behind the trees, would you be ticked? He's like, yeah, be furious. And I'm like, okay. Well, if you're going to be furious in that situation, why? I can't believe I hit it there. Okay. If I walked over there and dropped the ball and said, all right, bud, I want you to challenge yourself and see what you do, you'd be like, I'd show you that I could get this ball out of there and play. I'm like, the ball is freaking neutral. You're choosing to bring that aggression and anger towards yourself for some reason. Why? Because you want to punish yourself. Stop punishing. Be aware. No judgment, create a plan, execute it with intention and purpose, and finally accept the outcome and we reset and refocus. Wow. Breathing does help in that situation. It slows down the mind. You know, when you're in the moment and you're driving and your Google Maps or your Apple Maps can't find where you are, it's just spinning. You got 3 people in your back seat yelling at you which way to turn. Turn left. No, go straight, go straight. Turn up the radio. Turn it up. No, go. And somebody's on the phone. You can't think. Breathing helps quiet everybody down in your life. And then create a plan. You want to slow down your mind, breathe, anchor into something, and follow these 5 steps, which in the heat of the moment aren't that hard because they're very much like the funnel of focus. We talked about in our very first episode, the funnel of focus is about having a game plan that allows your mind to funnel in like that. I know we have a graphic in just a second. You got that one back. There it is. So the awareness comes in. So be aware of what's happening, develop a strategy, visualize, see it, breathe it, and execute. Okay. Where we get in trouble is when the mind goes the opposite way. Okay. And the worst part is when we get upset and we get chaotic, or instead of our funnel working like this, it works negative. That's awareness tells me, oh my God, we have a freaking problem. I can't do it. And then what happens is the strategies about how to get out of the trouble we're in, and we don't actually work through it. And our mind is racing, and we look for the first path of calm, first path of relief versus execution. And by the time you get over the ball, the time you step in the box, coach is yelling at you, you got 4,000 thoughts in your head. You've got to learn how to flip your funnel. And guys, women out there, taking a deep breath can start. As I've said in the Fix and Frankie, don't be in a hurry to F up. Okay? This gives you a situation. If you're frustrated and you're angry and you want to hurry up and get out of it, what is 5 more seconds going to do? It's only going to help you. So to slow it back down, slow down your mind so you can execute a clear game plan to get out of trouble. You want to know the difference between the great players and everyone else? It's this right here. It's not that they're calm. It's that they can find a plan no matter where they are and they can execute it.